Welcome. Come in from the cold. Close the heavy door behind you. Hear the latch click shut. The wind is outside now. The cold is outside. Here the air is still. Here the air is warm. There is a fire here for you. A safe, steady, quiet fire. Take a moment to just stand here. On the threshold of this sanctuary, you can set down what you are carrying. The bags, the burdens, the expectations of the day. They belong to the outside world. They do not need to come near the hearth. Drop your shoulders. Let the coat of responsibility slide off your back. You have arrived. If the past still flickers in your mind, like an image you can't unsee, this fire will hold it for you. If a memory rests heavy in your body, this fire will make space for it. Look at the flames. Watch them dance. Orange, gold, amber, and blue. They are not asking you to do anything. There is nothing you need to fix. Nothing you need to solve. The fire does not need you to arrange the logs. It does not need you to fan the flames. It is already burning. It is already sufficient. You are only here to be held and to be heard. You are safe here. The night is listening. The flames remember how to cleanse. Fire is one of the oldest teachers. Before there was language, there was the fire. Before there were cities, there was the circle around the flame. It is in your DNA to feel safe here. This is a place of transmutation. A place where we honor what was, so we can become what is next. We are not here to destroy your past. We are here to change its form. To turn the heavy wood into light. To turn the dense smoke into clear air. This is not a story for sleep. It is a sound ritual for the soul. A place to bring your shadows, your echoes, your smoke. The fire will receive it all. The fire knows what to do. It knows how to take the hard, cold things and turn them into warmth. Settle into your space. Find the place where you will rest tonight. Maybe it is a chair by the hearth. Maybe it is a pile of thick blankets on the floor. Let your body feel the support beneath it. The floor is solid. The earth beneath the floor is solid. Let the sound of the crackling flame be the only sound that matters. This is the work of the fire. These are the echoes over the fire. And we are beginning. Let us begin with the breath. Not a forced breath, but the breath of the fire itself. Watch the fire breathe. It draws air in, feeds the flame, and releases heat. A steady, conscious, calming breath. We will find its rhythm together. Imagine the air in this room. It is golden with firelight. It is thick with comfort. Let's take a gentle breath in, drawing in the warmth. For a count of 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Feel that warmth entering your nose, traveling down your throat, filling your lungs with a golden glow. Hold the breath at the top. A moment of perfect stillness for a count of 2. Hold 2. Just like the moment a spark hangs in the air before it drifts up the chimney, and a long, slow exhale. Releasing the smoke for a count of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let it go. Let the gray smoke of the day leave your body. Again, breathe in the warmth. 2, 3, 4. Drawing in safety. Drawing in the present moment. Hold the stillness. Hold 2. The fire does not rush. Breathe out the tension. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blowing the smoke away. Clearing the chimney of your mind. One more time, all together. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Filling every corner of your chest with light. Pause. Hold 2. Suspended in the glow. And release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Emptying out completely. Now, let your breath find its own natural rhythm. Notice the warmth you've already created. You are a vessel of heat. You are a keeper of the flame. Imagine that warmth, that gentle, living heat pooling in the center of your chest. This is not a heat that burns, it is a heat that holds. The heat of pure compassion. The heat of acceptance. It is like a small personal sun resting just behind your breastbone. Radiant, kind, Feel this warmth spreading from your chest up into your throat, softening the muscles of your neck. The throat is the chimney of the soul. It is the place where words get stuck. The words you didn't say. The words you wish you hadn't said. The lumps of unshed tears. Let it be warm. Let it be soft. Imagine the heat gently melting any tightness in your throat, dissolving the knots, opening the passage. Feel the warmth drift up into your jaw. Unclench your teeth. Into your cheeks. Behind your eyes. The firelight is flickering on your face. Smoothing out the lines of worry. Your face is soft. Your expression is blank and peaceful. Now, let the heat reverse course. Feel the heat move down. Into your belly. Unknotting the places that hold fear. The stomach often holds the cold, the anxiety, the gut feeling that something is wrong. But here, by the fire, everything is right. Let the golden warmth fill your solar plexus. Let it be safe. Imagine a warm stone resting on your stomach, grounding you. Feel the warmth travel down into your hips. The heavy bowl of the pelvis. Let your hips sink into the chair or the floor. They are the base of your fire. Down into your thighs. The large muscles that carry you through the world. They are relaxing now. They are turning to liquid warmth. Down past your knees. Into your calves. Feel the warmth travel down your legs, all the way to the soles of your feet. Grounding you to the earth. Your feet are warm. They are resting near the hearth. You are fully here. You are fully thawed. And now, a quiet mantra, a rhythm for your body to hold. Listen to it on your breath. These are the 3 stages of the fire: the wood, the flame, the smoke. The holding, the changing, the rising. I release. I remember. I rise. Again, with your own breath. I release what I have been carrying. The heavy logs of obligation, the damp wood of regret. I put them into the fire. I remember what is true. The spark that was there before the world told me who to be. I rise into my own light, like the smoke, like the heat, unburdened. I release. I remember. I rise. Say it in your mind. Let it synchronize with the crackle of the fire. Crackle, pop, hiss. Release, remember, rise. Continue to breathe this warmth, this compassion, as we sit by the fire. You are ready. You are safe. Now, in this safe, warm space. Let the story begin. Your story. You are seated by the fire. The heat is in your chest. The ground is beneath your feet. But look past the flames. Look past the immediate circle of warmth. In the soft light, at the edge of the fire's glow, just beyond the place where the warmth touches the floor, a silhouette stands. She is quiet. She is standing very still. She is watching you. She is not lurking. She is waiting. There is a difference. She looks familiar. You know the shape of her shoulders. You know the tilt of her head. She is the girl you were. She is not solid. She is not made of flesh and bone like you are now. She is made of smoke and memory, of echoes and dust. She is shifting slightly, like a haze in the air. She is the ghost of a former version of yourself. The one you left behind in a house you moved out of. The one you left in a relationship that ended. The one you left in a season of grief. She is the part of you that stopped when the world told her she was too much. Do you remember that moment? When your laughter was too loud? When your feelings were too big? When your needs were too inconvenient? Someone said, "Hush." Someone said, "Calm down." Someone said, "Don't be like that." And so she stopped. She froze right there in that moment of rejection. She became the girl who learned to be quiet, the one who learned to perform. She put on a costume of goodness. She put on a mask of easy. She learned to hide so she could be safe. And while you grew up and moved on and became the woman you are, she stayed there, hiding, keeping the safety. Watch her now. She dances, slowly, in the smoke at the edge of the light. It is a slow, melancholy movement, swaying back and forth. She is heavy. She is made of all the things you set down in order to survive. When you had to keep walking, you handed her the bags. Here, you said. You hold this. I have to go to work. Here, you said, you hold this pain. I have to raise these children. Here, you said, you hold this anger. I have to be polite. She holds the rejection, the sting of it. She holds the shame, the hot, prickly heat of feeling wrong. She holds the what if and the if only, the endless loop of alternate endings. New expansion begins. Let's look at what she carries. Let's name it. She holds the day you were told you were too sensitive. You had just shown someone your heart, raw and open and hopeful, and they laughed. Or worse, they went quiet. And you learned. Feelings are dangerous. Feelings get you hurt. So you stopped showing them. You handed her the softness. She's been carrying it ever since. She holds the words you swallowed at the dinner table, the truths you held in your throat to keep the peace. I disagree. That hurt me. I need more. You bit your tongue so many times, the taste of blood became familiar. So you handed her your voice. She's been holding it in her clenched jaw. She holds the night you cried alone in the bathroom, the sobs you muffled with a towel so no one would hear. You couldn't afford to fall apart. There were too many people depending on you. So you handed her the grief. She's been holding it in her chest, a stone of unshed tears. She holds the rage you were never allowed to express, the hot, clean anger that wanted to rise in your throat and roar. But anger wasn't ladylike. Anger wasn't spiritual. Anger made you difficult. So you smiled instead. You handed her the fire. She's been holding it in her fists, white-knuckled and shaking. She holds the apology you never received, the one you waited for, the one you deserved. You kept the door open for years, hoping they would walk through and say, I was wrong. But they never came. So you handed her the waiting. She's been standing at that door ever since. She holds the dream you let die, the one you folded up and put away when someone said, be realistic. The creative spark, the wild plan, the impossible hope. You told yourself you'd come back to it someday. But someday never came. So you handed her the longing. She's been holding it like a bird in a cage. New expansion ends. She holds the words you swallowed. Think of how many times you bit your tongue. How many times you wanted to scream. or cry or defend yourself, but you stayed silent. Where did those words go? They didn't disappear. She caught them. She is holding them in her throat. The tears you held back. She is holding them in her eyes. The anger you were told was not polite. She is holding it in her fists. She is your shadow. She is your echo. She is the repository of everything you were not allowed to feel. She looks tired. Carrying all of that for so long. But she is also strong. Look at how much she has carried for you. She has allowed you to survive. She took the weight so you could keep moving. For a long time, you may have been afraid of her. You felt her lurking at the edge of your mind. And you thought she was a monster. You thought she was a weakness. For a long time, you may have tried to outrun her. You kept busy. You worked harder. You scrolled faster. You filled the silence with noise. So you wouldn't have to hear her whispering. You tried to fix her, or to pretend she was not there. But tonight, the fire makes her visible. And the warmth makes her safe. There is nowhere to run tonight. And you don't need to run. The door is locked. The fire is warm. It is just you and her. She takes one step closer to the light. She steps out of the pure darkness and into the dim orange glow. You can see her face now. It is your face, but younger, softer, sadder, and you can hear her. not with your ears, but with your heart. She is whispering to you. She whispers that she is not here to be rescued. She doesn't need you to save her. She survived. She is not here to be fixed. She is not broken. She is just full. She is here only to be remembered. That is all she wants. Acknowledgement. She wants you to say, "I see you. I know you are there." Thank you for carrying that for me. She is not your enemy. She is not your flaw. She is your root. You cannot have a tree without roots in the dark dirt. She is the story that gave you your strength. She is the silence that taught you the value of a single true word. She is the one who has been waiting. Waiting for you to be still enough to be safe enough to turn around and look, to finally look. And as you sit here in the warmth of the fire, you see her. You see all of her. The messy parts, the hurt parts, the scared parts. And you are not afraid. The tone is not nostalgic. It is tender. So tender. It is the tenderness of a mother looking at a sleeping child. It is the tenderness of looking at an old photograph and realizing how far you have come. And as you watch her, you hear it. A new sound. A sound arising from the flame itself. It starts low. A vibration in the floorboards. A hum in the air. A soft, harmonic voice. A chant. a song, a call. It is the voice of the fire, the voice of transformation. Listen to the words. They are simple. They are ancient. Imagine the voices layering now, echoing around the room. Echoes over the fire, calling what's ready to rise. Echoes over the fire, calling what's ready to rise. Let the chant settle into the room. It is not a demand. It is an invitation. It is calling the smoke to rise up the chimney. It is calling the sap to rise in the wood. It is calling the truth to rise in you. Echoes over the fire, calling what's ready to rise. Let the sound wash over you. It is the song of transmutation. The sound of memory. Being called home. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to force anything. Just listen. The sound is doing the work. The vibration is loosening the grip of the past. Hear the whispers underneath the chant. The specific names of what she is carrying. The shadow. The story. The part you left behind. Hear them drift by like smoke. Echoes over the fire. Calling what's ready to rise. The shame. The silence. The word you held in your throat. They are floating up. They are being released from her grip. Echoes over the fire. Calling what's ready to rise. It is calling her. The girl in shadows. It is calling for her. It is calling to her. It is telling her. It is safe to come home. It is safe to come out of the corner. It is safe to drop the bags. It is safe to be seen. It is safe to rise. Let the mantra be a wave of sound, washing over you. Let it be a wave of warmth, pulling you deeper, deeper into peace. The fire is doing its work. The echoes are finding their voice. Everything that was hidden is being invited into the light. Echoes over the fire. Calling what's ready to rise. The girl in shadows hears the call. She hears the chant vibrating in the floorboards. She feels the warmth reaching out to her like a hand. For the first time in a long time, she is not looking at the exit. She is looking at the center. She takes one step out of the smoke and into the direct light of the fire. The shadows fall away from her shoulders. She stands there, small and brave, right at the edge of the hearth. She holds out her hands. She does not pull back. She steps forward. She steps all the way into the fire. Now pause. Breathe. You might expect pain. You might expect destruction. But the flames do not burn her. They do not consume her. They pass through her. She is made of memory, and the fire is made of light. They are the same element. They are made of light. and so is she. She stands in the center of the flame. The orange and blue tongues of fire dance around her, through her, within her. She is glowing from the inside out. The fire is reflected in her wide, clear eyes. She is not afraid. This is not a fire of destruction. This is a fire of remembrance. This is a baptism by heat. The heat didn't break her. It baptized her. Watch what happens to the heavy things she was carrying. Let's watch them transform. One by one. Slowly. The cold gray stone of shame. The one that said, "You are wrong." Look at it in her left hand. In the center of the fire, it begins to glow. First, a dull red. Then orange. Then white hot. The heat doesn't destroy it. The heat transmutes it. The shame, that cold, heavy burden, becomes a glowing ember of wisdom. She knows now what it feels like to be rejected. So she will never make someone else feel small. The shame becomes compassion. The stone becomes light. Watch the rage she's been holding. The hot, clenched fist of anger. The fire doesn't extinguish it. The fire refines it. Rage is not the enemy. Rage is information. Rage says, "This boundary was crossed." Rage says, "This is not acceptable." Rage says, "I will not shrink anymore." The fire takes the wild, destructive anger and turns it into clean, focused power. The rage becomes strength. The fist becomes a hand that can build. Watch the grief she's been carrying. The unshed tears. The the stone in her chest. The fire doesn't erase the loss. The fire makes space for it. Grief is love with nowhere to go. And the fire gives it a place. The tears she held back, they evaporate in the heat. But they don't disappear. They become the rain that will water new growth. The grief becomes depth. The loss becomes a well of empathy. The tears become a river of connection. Watch the fear she's been holding. The cold trembling. The what if something terrible happens? The fire doesn't mock the fear. The fire warms it. Fear kept her alive when danger was real. Fear made her careful. Fear made her vigilant. But she doesn't need to carry it all the time anymore. The fire takes the cold, paralyzing fear and turns it into warm, wise caution. The fear becomes discernment. The trembling becomes intuition. The heat takes the heavy, solid, painful memory. The one that felt like a stone in her pocket. And it transmutes it. It alchemizes it. It turns the heavy stone into a glowing, weightless ember. The memory is not erased. We are not pretending it didn't happen. The story is not forgotten. But it is transmuted. It is no longer a cold burden that weighs her down. It is now a source of light. It is a coal of wisdom, a spark of strength, an ember that will keep you warm on cold nights. She is not carrying a bag of rocks anymore. She is carrying a lantern. It melts away the old, cold stories. The stories that said, "You are too loud." The stories that said, "You are too sensitive." the stories that said, "You are not enough." Those stories were like ice, frozen around her heart. But ice cannot survive this fire. Watch the ice turn to water. Watch the water turn to steam. Watch the steam rise up and vanish. It thaws the parts of her that were frozen in time. Her shoulders drop. Her fists unclench. Her jaw softens. She is moving freely now. She is reclaiming the heat, the passion, the light that has always been hers. You too carry embers in your throat. You too carry the weight of words you swallowed, the truths you held back to keep the peace. You too have parts of you that feel frozen, like a girl standing in the shadows just out of the light. Tonight, the fire offers this same baptism to you. You can feel its warmth, its compassion, inviting you. It is not about burning the past. It is about warming your present. It is about realizing that the fire inside you is stronger than the cold outside you. It is time to let the heat do its work. The perspective shifts now. We are no longer watching the girl, we are joining with her. The she becomes I. The girl in shadows. The woman I am now. We stand together. In the heart of the fire. We are not two separate people anymore. I am not looking at her. I am looking through her eyes. We are one. The echo and the voice are one. Imagine the whispers starting again, panning left and right, circling you. They tried to quiet me, but I became the sound. I didn't disappear. I just changed frequency. I became the hum in the walls. I became the wind in the chimney. They told me my feelings were too much. So I became the space that could hold them. I expanded. I became the ocean. I became the sky. I became the fire. If I am too much for a small room, I will find a bigger room. They called it a flaw, a break, a stutter. But it was a frequency. My frequency. It was the signal I was born to broadcast. The crack in the voice is where the emotion gets in. The break is where the light gets out. They told me to perform, to be smaller, to fit in. But I was not made to fit. I was made to be. You cannot fit a fire into a cardboard box. It will burn the box. I burned the box. What you hide will override. If you push the beach ball underwater, it pops up with force. I stopped pushing. So I stopped hiding. I stopped rescuing. I stopped fixing. And I just remembered. I am not the story that happened to me. The story is just the wood. I am the flame consuming the wood. I am the voice that tells the story. I am the narrator. I hold the pen. I hold the match. I am not the shadow. A shadow cannot exist without light. The bigger the light, the sharper the shadow. I am the light that creates it. I claim my light. I am not the echo. An echo is a repetition of a sound that has already passed. I am the sound. I am the origin. I became the sound. The sound of my own soul signal. I am vibrating at my own pitch. Clear. Resonant. Unapologetic. I release the need to be quiet. I release the need to be small. I remember who I was before the world told me who to be. I rise. The fire burns steadily. The crackle has softened. The flame has settled into a deep, rhythmic pulse. Look at the hearth one last time. The girl is no longer at the edge. She is no longer standing in the smoke. She is in the center. And then she steps toward you. She steps into you. She is in you. She settles into your skin. She settles into your bones. You feel a sense of fullness, a sense of weight. But it is a good weight. It is the weight of being all here. The echo is no longer behind you. It is in you. It is your voice. You are not half a person anymore. You are not a person trying to cut off their own shadow. You are whole. And the chant returns. Not as a call, but as an answer. Feel it vibrating in your chest. Echoes over the fire. Calling what's ready to rise. But look, it has risen. Echoes over the fire, showing what has already risen. The shadow and the light are one. You cannot have one without the other. The fire needs the wood to burn. The wood needs the fire to transform. The story and the truth are one. The pain and the wisdom are one. The silence and the voice are one. The integration is happening. It is happening in the cells of your body. It is happening in the quiet spaces of your mind. The work is complete. You don't have to keep processing. You don't have to keep digging. The girl in shadows is not separate. She is home. She is safe inside you. You are the safe house. You are the shelter. And as the external fire begins to dim, you realize something profound. The fire is not outside you. It never was. The hearth was just a mirror. The fire is your own heart. It is your own strength. It is your own light. Place a hand over your heart. Feel the beat. Thump, thump. Thump, thump. That is the crackle. That is the spark. You are carrying the fire with you. It is a pilot light that never goes out. Even in the dark. Even in the cold. Even when you are tired. Even when you are silent. The flame is lit. You have been baptized by the heat. And now, you are the heat. Listen. Listen to me. The fire within you is singing. Echoes over the fire. Echoes over the fire. Echoes over the fire. You need to come back to the room. You need to remember where you are. So let's do that now. Gently, slowly, with care. Begin to bring your awareness back to your physical body. Not quickly. There is no rush, but gently. Turn your attention to the sensations in your body. Notice the weight of your head. Feel it resting, heavy, supported. Notice your shoulders. Are they touching something? The back of a chair? A pillow? The floor? Feel the contact. Feel the support. Wiggle your fingers. Just a little. Feel them move. They are yours. They are responding to you. Wiggle your toes. Feel them inside your socks. Your slippers, or bare against the blanket. They are here. You are here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, open your eyes just a little. Just a crack. Let the soft light of the room come in. Don't sit up yet. Stay lying down. Stay resting. But let your eyes adjust to the space around you. Notice the room you are in. What do you see? The ceiling, the wall, the dim glow of a nightlight, or a street lamp outside. These are familiar shapes. This is your space. This is your sanctuary. Listen to the sounds of the room. Maybe the hum of a heater, the distant sound of traffic. The settling of the house. The quiet breathing of a person sleeping nearby. Or the deep, holy silence of night. These are the sounds of safety. You are here. You are home. Feel the temperature of the air on your skin. Is it cool? Warm? Notice the texture of the blanket or sheet covering you. Soft. Heavy. Comforting. Bring your hand to your heart again. Feel it beating. Steady. Strong. Alive. The work you just did was real. The transformation was real. The integration was real. But now, you are back in your body. You are back in this room. You are back in this moment. You don't have to hold on to the fire. The fire is in you. You don't have to hold on to the girl. The girl is in you. You don't have to remember every detail of this ritual. Your body remembers. Your soul remembers. The work is complete. You did what you came here to do. You faced the shadow. You named the burdens. You stepped into the flame. You integrated the echo. And now, you can rest. Deeply. Fully. Safely. Let your eyes close again. Sink back into the support beneath you. Let your breath slow. Let your mind quiet. You are whole. You are here. You are safe. And you are ready to sleep. The flames in the fireplace are dying down now. They are no longer dancing high. They are settling into a bed of deep, glowing coals. Red, amber, gold, pulsing softly, breathing. This is the most comforting heat of all. The heat of the embers. It is a heat that lasts all night. Watch the coals. See how they glow. They hold the memory of the fire. You can rest now. The intense work is done. The transmutation is finished. Now comes the consolidation. The cooling. The hardening. Like clay that has been fired in the kiln. You are stronger now. You are solid. Let each breath be a soft blessing to yourself. On the inhale, whisper in your mind, I am whole. On the exhale, I am safe. Inhale, I am light. Exhale, I am free. Inhale, I am enough. Exhale, I can rest. Let these affirmations be as gentle as the glow of the coals. Not forced. Not loud. Just true. Imagine the warmth from the embers radiating out, filling the entire room, filling your entire body. Filling your entire life. Tomorrow morning, you will wake. The fire will still be warm in the hearth. The ashes will hold heat. And you will rise as the woman who walked through the fire and came out whole. You will carry the warmth with you. Into your morning coffee. Into your first conversation. Into the way you hold your own hand when things get hard. You will carry the wisdom, the transmuted burdens, the glowing embers of your own power. And when the cold comes again, because the cold will always come again, you will remember this night. You'll remember the girl in the shadows. You'll remember stepping into the flame. You will remember that you are the fire. And you will light yourself again. Not from scratch, but from the ember that never goes out. The pilot light. The eternal flame. The soul signal. New expansion ends. Let your eyes grow heavy. Let your limbs grow heavy. Sink into the support of the floor, the chair, the bed. The earth is holding you up. The fire is warming you from the inside. The night is wrapping a blanket around the house. And now, the work is done. The echoes have settled. The flames are soft. The night is deep. Your voice is safe now. You don't have to shout to be heard. You don't have to hide to be safe. Your past is not a weapon. It is your wisdom. It is the fuel that keeps your lantern burning. The girl you were and the woman you are rest together. Whole. There is no war inside you tonight. only peace. Peace flows through me. Say it softly. Peace flows through me. Rest inside the glow. Rest in the warmth. The fire keeps its watch while you sleep. You don't have to watch the door. You don't have to tend the fire. It is self-sustaining. Sleep now. Sleep. You've been listening to Soul Signal Sleep Stories. Until next time, may your inner fire keep its gentle watch. Hey, if you're still here with me, I wrote a song for this ritual. It's called Echoes Over the Fire. It's about the moment when the shadow and the light finally stop fighting and just become one voice. I hope it feels like a warm hand on your shoulder. Thank you for being here tonight. Not to be rescued, but remember, echoes over the fire, calling what's ready to rise. I burn the past with grace as the truth comes over my face. Listen to me. I am not the silence you bury. I am the voice that cracked open the sky. The heat didn't break me, it baptized me. Now I walk with embers in my throat and songs in my sky. Echoes over the fire, calling what's ready to rise. I burn the past with grace as the truth comes over my face. Listen to me. Listen to me. Whispers, flames, they tried to quiet me, but I became the sound. I became the rhythm. I became the rhythm. Now my voice is the fire, and the echo echoes over the fire.